My name is Amir, and welcome to Expedition into Darkness. So, this game is in alpha, absolute alpha. This is a public playtest. This game is not out yet, and it's full of very small bugs, but it is very, very promising. I gotta say, I've been playing this game for about 20 hours at this point, and I am loving it, loving it, loving it. Now, there are a few issues, and being part of the Discord, I noticed pretty much the same questions. The HUD, I think, is the main weakness of this game. Just well, first of all, there are no tutorial panels or anything, so obviously, you know, it's a bit of a trial and error. Click around everywhere. The amount of blades I broke or sold or threw away on the ground and they just disappeared because of a bug or whatnot is kind of annoying, but hey, that's what an alpha is for, right? So I wanted to make this video really quickly for anybody who's interested to go on and explain a little bit how the HUD works and also what actually works in the game, because some of it is not really obvious or intuitive. So yeah, let's get going. I guess carry potential. So once you find a bag, just put it in your bag. Oh, one important tip that I will edit this, so it's at the beginning of the video, is that if you have space for stuff, you can just control right click it. Control right click it. So right now I just sent arrows into my backpack. And you can do it in the game as well. And, for example, if I'm not wearing any headwear, and I control click it, it will prefer it to equip it on me rather than putting it in my backpack. So, for example, if I'm out in the level and I just see better gloves than mine, I just drop the gloves, right click the new gloves, and there we go. I'm wearing them. Alright, let me make sure I'm full of arrows. Looks good to me. And this control right click works pretty much everywhere. Let it be in the merchants or whatnot. First part is the materials. So as you can see, for example, the backpack is called a canvas backpack or a deer backpack, calico. What does that mean? Is there an actual ranking system? And the answer is yes, it does matter. There is an actual grading system for the materials, and I'll have a link below for the wiki where this is clearly explained. But for example, for metals, here's the grading system, with Damascus steel being the absolute best, tin being the worst. For fabric and hides, pig being the worst, wyvern leather being the best. And then for pretty much everything else, like shafts, bows, wooden grips, oak. So that's the only value that you have right now. I'll have this linked below so you can just check it on your own time. Alrighty. So another thing that you need to know is that most of your weapons are buildable. And you can even change the colors. As you see, I'm rocking a kind of a birch and dark brown color pattern here. So if you right click something, you can either inspect it or configure it. So if you inspect it, it opens this window right here, and then you can see the durability, the material, whatnot. You can also open that window by just double clicking the item. Works exactly the same. Then you can configure it. And in the configuration, either you can change the components or the colors. As you can see here, I can change this color. That's not that bad. I might just leave it. It's pretty cool. Good. Another thing that you might notice is my helmet is kind of special. I think it's pretty cool. So if I go on the helmet, you will see all these bassinet, or here salad, or morion napes. Those helmets are buildable, and I asked in the Discord, if you add components to it, does it improve the protection value? Because this one, for example, has 31%. I think my best helmet is this one, black and steel, and this one has 39%. It used to have 41, I think. It's just it's losing protection value with durability. That does impact it. So I asked, if we add more components to the helmets, does that value increase? They said it will, it should, but not right now. So that's important to know. So if we go into configure, for example, a helmet, you can see that I can add and click all the different spots, sockets, and to add different components to it. So for example, for this one, I had this heat treated and this Damascus visor. So that's kind of how all of this works. Now, the issue is whenever you have layers. So as you see, I have a weapon crate here. So in my stash, I have a weapon crate that has weapons inside. There's a lot of space here, so it's pretty much the only kind of way, if you don't have a big backpack, to carry very long blades or even a warbow, for example, without carrying it on yourself. So you can put that weapon crate inside of your backpack. So for example, here I have a backpack inside a backpack with a medical satchel in the backpack, and that medical satchel holds a bunch of potions. I think I recently glitched my backpack and it just disappeared on the ground. It was full of health potions. Or this one. I have a backpack inside a backpack with a weapon crate, and this weapon crate allows me to bring any weapons I want with me. Even though I have a big backpack, I don't want to use it for this. So that is possible. Another thing that is possible is that you can have a equipment crate, which I lost with that one glitch because I found this bigger backpack. And you have the equipment crate here, and then big backpacks inside that weapon crate, that equipment crate rather. And then you can store even more stuff like this. I've seen on the Discord people that with absolutely full rocking more than 100 squares just by themselves. All right, now weapons, because there's a little bit of layering in here. For example, this halberd. If I double click this halberd, you will see that I have a socket, whatever that is, and then grips. So if I go to configure, you can see the full weapon, but this socket is separate from the actual halberd. So if I look here, if I come back to my inventory, here it is. This socket is actually also buildable, give or take. And this is the only way to have a halberd top and then both sides of the halberd built. That's how you would build a full halberd. So I think I had no, I actually removed this. There. So obviously the HUD is a little broken because it is alpha. As you can see, when it gets very long, it gets overlapped here, and then you lose text on this side as well. It's not the best, but it works absolutely. It still works. It's still possible to make it work. Alright. So that is pretty much the HUD. You can also rename the weapons, and that's coming from one of the devs. The way you do it is you configure it, rather. Yep, configure. At the bottom here, you can rename it. So this is a black and steel hammer. So I just named it black hammer, and then the damage value. What was the damage value? So you click, and then you unclick. So you deselect the text, then you apply. It doesn't want it. It doesn't want to. Hammer. There we go. Alright, finally. As I've said quite a few times, the HUD is the main weakness of the game, I believe. There we go. Hopefully they'll improve it a little bit, but I still think it works fantastic. Maybe important part is illumination. As you can see, I have double lantern. And let me go in game for this. So I'll show you a little bit what I mean. The place you place the lanterns is important. I'll show you. It's also the first time I'm launching the game today, so obviously it's gonna launch a little slower. If I remove the leftmost lantern, no, I want to keep it in the ground so it doesn't disappear. Now I will reset my inventory. As you can see, it's only lit up on the right side of the screen right now. If I put that lantern on the left hand side, and I need to reset the inventory. Now as you can see, the front is also lit up. Why is that? That's because your belt, or at least my belt, has 5 slots. The rightmost slot is on my hip, and then the middle slot is legitimately on my groin, which means that I could have 5 lanterns. They will all illuminate a different side of the character, basically. So that is important. That actually does work. And yeah, out there in the wild, I would say prioritize these crates. They're extremely important. And then probably building supplies, just so you can upgrade your camp as much as possible. It's not very useful. There's not too many things here that actually do something. But hey, I guess that's the only thing you can do in this game and actually complete right now. That will be it. Very short video trying to explain how the inventory system here works, because there are a lot of questions in the Discord. Also, I'll have the game's Discord linked in the down below. If you just want to join and ask any questions, it's very open. Everybody answers. Let it be the devs, the people writing the wiki, or just other players like myself. Hopefully that helped you. Have a good one. I will see you around.